We're going to try that again.
Take two.
Apparently it doesn't want me to tag Brittany Hall. That, you know what.
There's no way that could be my phone.
No. So, hey, again. So, Sunday night we love to come to you live on Facebook. And I was just asking Ryan, because you guys know we don't want to come to you with like a script because that would be so like...
Here's our script. Right here. Can you read this? It's backwards probably. It says Christmas.
So I
There
was
it
like,
is.
maybe, hey, what's current, right? What's current? And I would love it for you guys that are popping on, get in the chat. What are you doing tonight? It's Sunday night. Are you getting ready for your work week? Are you like chilling? Do you have time off? Like, what are you doing? So I asked Ryan, I said, Ryan, what's your favorite Christmas tradition? So what is it?
My favorite Christmas tradition.
He's mad Christmas is on a Wednesday, by the way, because he's like, oh, great, I get one day off.
My favorite Christmas tradition is when it's on Thursday and then I get a 4-day weekend. That's my favorite Christmas
That's
tradition.
nice. Yeah, that's nice.
No, the thing I really like this last few years, it's been really fun with our kids because our kids are 5 and 7.5. Mm-hmm. She'll make sure you know that she's 7.
So do you guys have kids? Pop in the chat. Like, how old are your kids? Tell us.
But it's really fun. We get the Christmas presents are already out, but we like get Santa's, like cookies and milk and all that stuff.
Vodka, like whatever Santa likes to drink.
Yeah, whiskey. Yeah, whiskey. He likes that. But so I think that's really fun. Then we go check on them and they're asleep, and we're like, "Oh, this is exciting." And then we just go pass out because we're tired. But
and then waking up in the morning, yeah.
Yeah, I like that. That's cool. Like all the kids are to bed and like it's all set up, and we know the next day's Christmas.
I love driving around and looking at Christmas lights. I think that's fun. Do you guys do that? I haven't been to the zoo lights in Portland, but a bunch of my friends go, and I always think that would be fun. And then I'm like, okay, we got to drive up to Portland. We got to park. We got to be with all the people. Got to pay for it. And we got to walk through it all in the cold, and it could be raining. So maybe I'm a Scrooge when it comes to like outings like that. I'm like, can't we just drive around in the car with like a hot chocolate from Dutch Brothers and like not go past Independence? Like, can we just do that?
Never more than 5 minutes from our house.
Yeah, I just want to stay like in the 9736151 area. I don't really want to go up to Portland.
I like putting Christmas lights on the house too.
Oh, do you? Do you like doing that?
Should
we talk about that this year?
Let me qualify that.
That took like 3 weeks this year. I just got him big time on that.
What is that? What's that behind me? Is that a bus?
Please tell us how much you love putting up the Christmas lights.
I don't enjoy the process of putting up Christmas lights physically, but when it's all done, it's really cool. And this year it was really neat. It's like I'm really thinking about the kids this year or something. But the kids this year really helped us with the Christmas lights. It was freezing cold. We were outside. It was dark. And their kids were just little troopers out there helping us.
They were like really good helpers.
Bringing
so excited.
extension cords, and that was cool. Yeah. So let's say this. I love it when the kids put the Christmas lights up, and I love how it looks.
Yeah, okay. So instant gratification, right? So yeah, and you know what? I'm going to add on to that, and I really think that it's great. You know what? I'm actually going to go a little serious here for a second, so get ready. Because we were talking about this the other day, and we were talking about the holidays. And you guys, the holidays sometimes, we say it's like, can you put her out? My dog's in here just whining. Sometimes the holidays can be stressful, or they can bring up stuff. I know that it's the time of year where my entire family gets together. I'm the youngest of 5, so all of our siblings are getting together. And you know what? Sometimes that brings up emotions. It brings up stress. It brings up old things that maybe you've ignored all year long because they haven't really been present in your life. And so sometimes when we're getting together with families, maybe it's really great and that's awesome. But sometimes I just want to recognize that for sometimes it's hard and it isn't joyful. And it's like, great, I have one more thing and all these people want this stuff from me and I got to buy a present for that person and I don't really want to do this, but I'm obligated because that's what our family does. And really the holidays can turn into that very quickly. And so I want to encourage you to, always I think it's important to be respectful of your family, but also don't do things that you don't want to do because you're obligated to other people. And also, we were talking about forgiveness the other day. And this is a really great time of year to start thinking about those things that are bugging you. You look really serious in the camera, by the way. Put a smile on it.
You said we're getting serious.
Okay, we're serious. But you guys, I've had it in times in my life where I'm like, I need to find forgiveness in this situation for me. Even if it's not for that other person, but just releasing some things. Because like I said, this is the time of year that can be really hard for people. And I think that we like to act like it's the most wonderful time of the year. And there is so many wonderful things about it. Like we're talking about our kids and like him being home. We want to watch Christmas movies and be together as a family. And that's so special. But then sometimes those outside situations or holiday parties, or maybe you're going to see this person or maybe that, or when that person drinks too much, they get a little different, you know, just different situations that you might encounter this holiday season. Yeah, I just want to encourage you, do the things that you want to do because they're important to you, because they fill you up, they bring you joy. I remember a couple years ago, we had been so busy, and so for Thanksgiving, we said, we're not doing anything with anybody. And, you know, how many of your families, if you told them, hey, we're not doing anything for Thanksgiving, they might have a problem with it. And when you give in to those things, that's acting out of obligation to other people. If you are doing things that you don't want to do, the only reason you're doing it is because somebody will not be happy with you. If you do what you want to do, somebody's going to be mad at you for it, so you do that thing anyways. That's completely acting out of obligation. And our family was actually great, I think, because neither one of our families want to really deal with us. They're like, okay, if that's what you guys want to do.
Yeah, like, whatever.
Yeah, because I think, worked hard in our life to create boundaries with people, healthy boundaries, not disrespectful boundaries, but healthy boundaries, and said, this is what's best for us this year. And this year we did Thanksgiving with my family. And so it doesn't have to be that this is the new tradition that we're by ourselves. But sometimes you have those years where you go, I got to unplug and not go around anybody this year. We just want to have our little family, you know, sometimes. And not because we don't love our bigger families, but just because sometimes that's what you need. And so I want to encourage everybody that's watching this to just go, what do I need? And it's okay to do what you need to do. You want to add anything to that?
Well, that's really good. I like that. What I was going to add is, if you're kind of holding on to something, like you were talking about forgiveness, like holding on to something from something somebody did, or, you know, there's just hard feelings, it's like, let it go. Because you're holding on to it. It's like eating.
It's hurting you.
It's eating away at you. It really is. So let it go. Maybe it was a big deal. Maybe it wasn't. Let it go.
Yeah. Yeah, so good. And one thing, I'll just be super honest, is that,
Where are we going here?
Oh, no. One thing I've noticed about myself, and you guys, it's really about growing awareness with yourself and how you're showing up. Because one thing I'll notice is, so my dad's family gets together every Christmas Eve, and it's a big Christmas Eve, and I absolutely love it. And they've been doing it since my dad was a little boy, right? So this is our tradition with that side of the family. And so sometimes, as an adult, I'm 32 years old. I am an entrepreneur. I am a leader in my life, right? Outside of my family. Oh, great. My mom's on just in time. Hey, Mom. Talking about family. And what I will find myself doing is, say, like when we're at a community event with like our health coaches or something like that, I show up, I feel like very, very well. I show up as a leader. I show up as a coach. I show up as someone who is listening and adding value. And then sometimes when I'm around my family, I revert almost to like that child like me. Like it's like the old, like, oh, my brother said something I didn't like, or oh, that cousin's being this, or, you know, and
it's like we slip back into our roles.
We slip into this old habit, this role that maybe I used to be in when I was like a teenager in my family. And it's funny because I'll have people in my family go, so what's going on with you? I'm like, oh, I just act like, oh, my life's a mess, or I'm not really doing anything. When the reality is very different, but it's almost like I'm slipping back into who Brittany was in college. Like,
old habits.
Yeah, it's old habits in these relationships. So it's that familiarity of, oh, when I'm around my family, this is kind of our roles, this is our dance. Instead of showing up as this woman who's really created some pretty cool things, who has some really cool projects launching. And, you know, Ryan and I have some really exciting stuff coming in the new year that we don't want to tell you about just yet, but it's ways that we're going to be helping even more people, and some business stuff that we're super excited about. It is, and we have big dreams, and we have big things in our life that we're working towards. But it's so funny that when we're in a certain environment, we are like, it's so much more comfortable to go, no, I'm not doing anything. Oh, the house is a mess, the kids are crazy. Oh, we're busy all the time. And it's like, our life is wonderful. Why don't I just say, gosh, we have some exciting stuff coming up? You know, our pastor said something before Thanksgiving, and he said, you know, instead of talking about the weather or politics or getting into old family dynamics, why don't you talk about all the great things that are going on in your life? And we talked about that actually on one of these a couple weeks ago. Yeah. Good. And I want to encourage you to do that. maybe don't go back into those old family patterns of that drama or whatever that is. Switch it up. Say, hey guys, why don't we talk about what's going great in our life?
Or politics.
Yeah,
You
like
know?
who cares about politics anyways? Is fighting with it with your family at Christmas gonna change anything? Chances are no, right? So just shut up about it already. Ryan, take it away. Especially if you know that people differ in opinion from you. What's the point? Stop talking about it. Talk about something that's gonna add
Talk about
value.
something you're thankful for. Something you're grateful
Something
for.
positive.
Yeah. How you're winning. Talk about how you're winning. Don't talk about how you're losing. Forget losing.
Yeah,
Talk
or,
about how
oh,
you're
I'm
winning.
so frustrated with this situation. Shut up. Nobody wants to hear about it anyways.
Yeah.
I just told everybody to shut up. Sorry.
That happens.
That happened just right there. I'm telling you to shut up and be more positive. No, but
Shut
seriously.
up with the negative.
Yeah, it's like enough with the negative. Enough. Like, ask your family. Change the dynamic. Change the conversation. What's good with you? Oh, okay, well, let's not talk about that person. What's good with you? Like, bring it back, you know? And sometimes that's tricky. I've tried to navigate certain conversations and I'm like, ooh, I'm just not going to talk because I don't even know where to go with this one, you know?
It's
and
like,
then
I'm going to go get another
I'm going to go get another drink. See you later.
carrot.
So, anyways, just kind of, I don't know. Or should we wrap up with that where I just told everyone to shut up? But you guys, okay, you know what? If that makes you mad that I told you not to talk about politics, maybe I'm not for you, and that's okay too. You don't have to watch this video.